Good morning, everyone. Today we will be talking about a project titled Enhancing Dissolved Oxygen in Water Bodies. Now, the main aim of our work is to find ways to maintain healthy oxygen levels in ponds, lakes, and other water bodies since oxygen is very important for aquatic life. Now, you might be thinking, why dissolving oxygen? Why are we doing that? Now, what is DO? DO is like one of the most important and the crucial indicators of water quality. It refers to the amount of oxygen gas which is dissolved in water, which the aquatic organisms rely on for respiration and their other organic processes. Now, the thing is, since the temperature of our Earth is rising day by day due to global warming, the temperature of the water bodies are also rising, due to which the amount of oxygen which is being dissolved in the water level, their levels are decreasing, which is leading to a crisis beneath the surface. When these DO levels drop too low, the aquatic life becomes stressed or dies, which leads to an imbalance in the ecosystem. Now, maintaining the sufficient DO levels ensures the biodiversity, which supports fish growth and prevents the anaerobic conditions that causes foul odors and toxic gases. Now, we need to understand this cycle of dissolved oxygen. The dissolved oxygen cycle is driven by the interactions which occurs between the atmosphere, the water movement, and the biological activity. Oxygen enters the water through like various methods such as diffusion from the air and the photosynthesis by the aquatic plants, which is consumed during respiration and decomposition. The daytime photosynthesis raises the DO while the nighttime respiration lowers it. What are the sources and the sinks of dissolved oxygen? Now, the oxygen sources include the diffusion from atmosphere, the photosynthesis by aquatic plants and algae, which releases oxygen into the water. The major sinks of oxygen are the respiration by the aquatic organisms, decomposition by organic matter, and the chemical oxidation of pollutants.
So, I'm going to speak about the factors that affect dissolved oxygen levels in water. The first factor is temperature. Cold water can hold more oxygen while warm water hold less. That's why oxygen levels often drop during summer. The second factor is depth and stratification. In deeper water bodies, the lower layers often receive less oxygen because they are cut off from air and sunlight. This separation called stratification, which reduces mixing and lowers oxygen at the bottom. Next is organic matter. When waste or dead plants decompose microorganisms use up oxygen, which decreases the dissolved oxygen levels. Then come nutrient pollution. Excess fertilizers or sewage can cause algae blooms. When these algae die, they decay and further reduce oxygen in water body. So now I'm talking about some important methods to increase dissolved oxygen in water. The first, nanobubble technology. This modern tech method releases ultra tiny bubbles that stay longer in water and slowly release oxygen, improving water quality and supporting aquatic life. Next, mechanical aeration. Using devices like fountains or aerators to mix air into water. This helps oxygen dissolve faster, especially in stagnant ponds. Third, photosynthesis enhancement. By growing aquatic plants such as Hydrilla and Vallisneria, we can naturally increase oxygen during the day through photosynthesis. Lastly, reducing organic load. By preventing pollution and removing waste, we stop oxygen from being used up during decomposition.
Sustainable eco-friendly approach to water management that serves both nature and communities are gonna be collaborative action. Municipal authorities, NGOs, and community leaders must work together to implement solutions. They should deploy biotechnology and aeration systems in critically affected water bodies as demonstration projects. We should also continuously monitor the real-time water quality to track ensure sustained oxygen levels and early problem detection. We should use these methods for long-term sustainability to scale successful interventions across India, creating resilient ecosystems and water security for better future generations. Every day of delay means more fish deaths, more economic losses, and more damage to our previous water resources. Together, we can restore the breath of life to our waters.
Our innovations focus on creating operating modular floating units that combine shading, temperature control, and biological oxygen generation, offering an ecosystem, eco-friendly and sustainable alternative for improving water quality. In conclusion, this approach helps maintain stable oxygen levels, supports aquatic ecosystems, and contributes to India's clean water goals. It also shows how combining technology and nature can bring long term environmental benefits. Thank you.